y'all? It's your boy Ant-Man. We're going to go over Indiana, Miami, Ohio. We're just going to talk a little ball. Indiana wins by 19, I believe. Miami, Ohio is a top 140 team on the net, so they're better than USC and Minnesota according to the metrics and the analytics. And I think they covered today. I think it was 18 or 18 and a half. Really rough game. I feel like every time that they were about to blow the Miami out, Miami would hit like two straight threes almost every single time. It was pretty irritating, but more than anything else, I just want to talk about three things. Three things. That's it. Is that okay? Is that fair? I'm not gonna keep you like here all day. I don't like doing that. It's gonna be like 8 to 12 minutes, something like that. I just don't feel a sense of urgency from this team. Maybe a few guys, but not the entire roster. And I think that goes with the schedule. And I wrote about their schedule on Hoosier Illustrated in the preseason. And I was saying how it was smart. I was saying that, it was built to maximize the net. And it was built to really get a much better seating when it comes to March. After watching this team and their personnel, I this team needed to be woken up early. Like they needed some bigger games. That's all I'm going to say about that. They needed some bigger games. This is one of those rosters where they need to feel that if we don't play well, we're going to lose. They should have had that probably every other game or every third game. There's way too many bye games back to back to back where they're not feeling that threat, if that makes sense. They went down to the Bahamas and laid an absolute egg at the Battle for Atlantis. Didn't play well at all. Um, but the scheduling does not help the type of people that are on this roster. This roster is like they are so disengaged at random points throughout the game. It's really annoying to watch, really irritating to watch, really irritating to see like Anthony Leal out there busting his butt, scrambling, high hands. And then I see two other players just kind of going through the motions and acting like they're too cool to play hard. Like they're too cool to shuffle their feet. Like they're too cool to, be physical on a box out. You know what's cool? Getting a big time rebound. You know what's cool? Getting on the floor. You know what's not cool? Getting a three ball shot in your eye socket because you're too lazy to do a hard closeout or make the correct switch. And I understand because I'm an outsider, right? But from an Indiana's fan standpoint, I see why there's frustration. And it's beyond the rotations. It's beyond the rotations. It doesn't matter what the rotation is if half the lineup is going to be half-assing it. I'm sorry. Like, it doesn't matter what the rotations are if all five guys aren't playing like this is their last 5 games. Like last 5 games. Like this isn't the last game that they'll ever play. I don't feel that sense of urgency with this group at all whatsoever, and that's got to change. A lot of people are like on the fire Mike Woodson. I'm not wasting energy on that. You shouldn't either. Like they're not going to fire him, and it's December. They haven't even played a Big Ten game yet, right? This is his roster. Have him figure it out. If he doesn't figure it out, that's it. That's it. Point blank. Period. Second thing is they got to take more threes. They're top 70 nationally in 3-point percentage. Take more. Their defense today on Miami, Ohio from 2 was really good. Miami, Ohio shot like 26 or 27% from 2. But because they were hitting threes at a decent clip, that kept them in the game. Why can't Indiana do that? They should be taking 5, 6, 7 more threes per game. I believe coming in, they were, I think, 61st in the country in 3-point percentage. And when you're playing the lineups that you're playing, That's a very good percentage. Very good percentage to be around 37%, and you're playing a bunch of bigger guys and you're more of a brute team and don't have a lot of finesse guys and you're shooting that percentage. Shoot more. Shoot more threes. And I know people want to get the post touches with because you're big and all that, but you know what happens on rebounds? Like, let your big guys bang down there for some boards. Let them bang for some boards. Hey, you want touches? Go get this rebound if I miss it. How about that? How about that? Take more threes. Take more threes. I like the lineup today featuring, three guards and like a couple forwards. They were quicker, they were faster, they got up and down a lot better. Everything was much smoother. They got out to shooters a lot better, um, and that was fun to watch. Today, even the two big lineup worked fine. The two big plus the plus Mbako on the wing, it worked okay today. People are like, you should abandon it completely. Um, I think that they can go to it in times, but I do feel that they need to get quicker more. They need more possessions of a faster lineup. Because there's going to be times this year where they're going to need to play a bit bigger. That's just true. When you play against like a Wisconsin team where they have two bigs that are very good. When you have Maryland who have two bigs who are pretty good. Michigan has two bigs. Michigan State has two bigs. There's there are so many of these types of teams that you're going to have to adjust to and play bigger. But there's also teams that you're going to need to adjust to and play a bit smaller, like Rutgers. At times, Rutgers is going to play basically four guards and a small forward, right? There's going to be times where like Iowa is going to play one center and four perimeter players. So you're going to have to be able to continue to mix and match. Um, but you also don't want to always adjust to the other team. You also want to dictate. Have someone else react to your lineup, right? Last thing I'm going to say in this is personnel wise. Outside of the Bahamas, Miles Rice has been playing pretty well. I don't know what went on in the Bahamas. I don't know what happened at the Battle for Atlantis with him, but he did not play very well at all. But in other games, he's brought it. I think he had like 14 or 15 in the first half. But in the second half, he didn't force. He's not trying to get, oh, I got to get to 20, got to get to 25 or 30. He just wants the best possession every single time. Um, I think that's really big for him. Now, can he do that on a consistent basis against really good talent? That's where it comes back to. I wish that they scheduled a bit tougher because this team needs that attention to detail. You know what I mean? And I feel like they kind of sleepwalk coming into these games, knowing that they're going to win. And it's really hard to get better when you're not going through the trenches. They don't find themselves down 7 or 8 points and they have to claw back. I just haven't felt that they've really battled true adversity. I know they Battle for Atlantis, that was neutral, that was like an MTE. I'm talking like, you're playing in a neutral, like in New York City, or you're playing someone in South Dakota, or you're playing a true road game somewhere, and you feel that real pressure. They haven't really felt that yet. This is a brand new team. That kind of sucks. Another thing on personnel is Anthony Leal. He has to be cemented into the rotation. I think too many good things happen with him on the court. Point blank, period. And I kind of, I love to use what do you call like metaphors and comparisons and all that. And I kind of compare Indiana is like they're like a Lamborghini with like three engines and two wheels. Like it's a Lamborghini, but like, are these pieces really doing what they need to do right now? Like Anthony Leo fits so well. He's just one of those guys. He's like Kamari McGee for Wisconsin. It's like he's not going to wow you with the box score, but everything he does is a positive. Even on that, there was an exchange where the Miami, Ohio kid got the back cut, and it was Anthony Leal and Luke Goody on the wing. That was Luke Goody because he slipped it. You don't switch slips. So Luke should have stayed with his man while Anthony Leal stayed with his. So like even then, like he made the right decision there to stick with this guy, even though it looked bad on his end. That wasn't on him. But Anthony Leal needs a spot in this rotation. I don't care who's healthy. I don't care if Cannon Carlisle's healthy. I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't care how much these kids are making, because at the end of the day, are you winning? Are you competing for a Big Ten championship? Is this roster competing for a Big Ten championship? Is this rotation competing at a high level? And if the answer is no, you need to put guys out there who are going to do the little things, who are going to do the positive things, diving on the floor, getting loose balls, make the extra pass, do the right things defensively. I saw one possession where Leal and Malik, they both had mismatches. They switched right back while ball was on their side so seamlessly. I'm just like, see, that's the chemistry that all five guys should be having. On the same page all the time. It's about to get real here. They're about to get into Big Ten play, and there's going to be no more messing around. As of right now, pretty much every bracketologist has them out of the tournament. I know it's early, but looking at metrics and future projections, they're not looked at as being a tournament team. Is this a tournament roster? Yes, 1,000%. But you have to play like a tournament team, have tournament team type of urgency. And if you don't, you're going to end up having to turn down an invite to the NIT. And that's just real. Because it's about to get real. Very, very quickly. But yeah, Indiana wins over Miami, Ohio. Win by 19. We'll see how that affects the net tomorrow. And yeah, I'm really excited, man. I'm really excited about the Big Ten. I'm really excited about this season. There's so many good teams. You have to be ready to play every single game or you can lose. You can lose. There are no more gimmies in this league like there used to be. That's just not where the league is right now. And I love it like that. You get to see who's who. Y'all be easy.
Standout, can't guard me.